Welcome to another episode of Academy TV, where we finish off our series on careers. Today, we're looking at why you need a mentor. A few weeks ago, I saw the movie The Intern, which follows Ben Whittaker, played by Robert De Niro, a 70-year-old widower who's a little bored with retirement and decides to apply for a senior intern position at About the Fit, which is an online fashion site founded and run by Jules Austin, played by Anne Hathaway. I learnt so many lessons from this film. I laughed, I cried, and I was left filled with ideas. But one of the things I loved about The Intern was the generation gap between Ben and Jules, and how Ben's life experience really impacted Jules. Now, your mentor can be anybody from your grandma to your next door neighbour. It doesn't need to be someone in the wedding and event industry necessarily. So here's why you need a mentor. Number one, you only have one way of looking at things. Think of a time where you've been completely set in your own ways, only to be talked out of it by someone else later on. There's always someone who can see your problems from a different angle and give you great advice on how to handle the situation. You can never expect to grow if you don't accept that you're constantly learning. And even if you're the boss, you need to listen to others sometimes to be able to grow. Number two, you can grow as a person. So no matter how old you are or they are, having a guide to mentor you can help you grow as a person. You can start off with certain ideas about yourself or your achievements and completely change your mind after discussing it with your mentor. Their life experiences are completely unique, so they might have some great advice for you that you would never have considered otherwise. Number three, finding a mentor is actually easier than you think. Now, they don't walk around in high-vis vests waving their arms saying, "I can be your mentor," but they are easy to find. And one great place to find a potential mentor is by looking online. Look for sector or industry-specific events and groups on Facebook. This is often a really good place to start, as they're already sharing their wisdom in an online forum. And when you decide to approach someone, make sure that you don't go in blind. Know what you want to ask. Be sure that you choose someone who has experience and connections within your area and level of business, especially in the wedding industry. You really do need someone who understands the challenges of a creative industry. Now, that isn't to say that a fresh perspective isn't good as well, but just know what you need from a mentor before you start working with them. Number four, it works both ways. It's not all take, take, take. Your mentor will get a huge sense of satisfaction every time you go to them for advice or share your problems with them. But everyone wants to feel useful at the end of the day, so say thank you. Number five, success is a lonely path. If there's anything I've learned from The Intern, it's that success can be a very lonely pathway. Jules has a beautiful family but has no time for them, and most of her employees agree that she isn't easy to work with based on the fact that she prefers to do everything herself and keep people at arm's length. Ben reminds her to thank employees, to do what makes her happy, to take some time to sleep and to work through her issues with her family. So success can be a lonely path, but only if you make it that way. As long as you're open to ideas, suggestions, criticism and feedback, you'll continue to grow and lean on others to be the best that you can be. So hopefully that's given you a little bit more idea about why you need a mentor in the wedding industry. And remember, we have plenty of mentors here at the Academy. So don't forget to have a look at our courses on one of our Academy websites.